How I feel about Atatürk? It makes me sometimes even goosebumps, you know, because it's such a powerful person. About myself, okay, I'm from Poland. That's probably the most important because you don't meet many Atatürk fans outside of Turkey. But I didn't live in Poland for the last 12 years, something like that. So I'm traveling the world and I'm here in Cambodia because of Corona. Before coming here, I was in Laos and Thailand and Malaysia, Singapore. I lived in Australia, I lived in Alaska, I lived in Chile. So I'm just traveling the world for the last 10 years, by hitchhiking, by the way, Otostop. Well, I have two ways to go back to Europe because my plan is to make a circle around the planet by hitchhiking. But it all depends on visas, and now after Corona, it's hard to predict what's going to happen. But my plan was go to Vietnam, China, ex-Soviet republics of Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, which is a crazy country, and then go to Iran, and then visit Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, and then either go through Russia, but it's very hard to get a Russian visa, and especially for a Polish person, a lot of people are rejected. So instead, going to Russia, just go to Turkey again and go see the Black Sea. I haven't been to the Black Sea region of Turkey, so I would like to see it. And then go back to Europe, through Balkans, back to Poland. I think the first time I heard about Atatürk was through a Polish newspaper or magazine. It's a left-wing magazine, so they talk really. They had a really good article about him. And then when, when I was a student, I met a lot of Turkish people from Erasmus. So, of course, we had a lot of parties together, and over a beer, we would talk about Atatürk and Turkish Republic, and it was just a great introduction. And I visited one of my friends from Erasmus in Turkey, and we went to an Atatürk museum in Eskişehir, which was great experience for me. No one really talks about Atatürk in Poland, besides maybe one or two newspapers which are on the left side. We don't know much about modern Turkey. And we know that it's different than Ottoman Empire, but that's all we know. That's all we know, really. So yeah, I started to read more, Wikipedia articles and so on, about what he really was, what he really introduced to the world. And then when I was in Turkey once, I spent like 1 month traveling, and I visited one of my Erasmus friends. We went to a Turkish Atatürk museum in Eskişehir, which was really good. Yeah, it was interesting. It's just, yeah, outside of Turkey, we don't speak much about Atatürk. And it was very, very good to know about it, because it's a special person. Ahead of his time, in a way. He was very modern, and obviously he based a lot of Turkish Republic on a secular law from France, and it was his idea. For me, what's the most surprising is how smooth it went, the transition from the Ottoman Empire to Turkish Republic. There was no revolution against him. Everyone loved him. He changed the alphabet, and no one said no. It's just amazing how powerful this person was, how loved he was by people. And for me, as a person from Poland, who is unlike other Polish, I'm atheist, I'm not Catholic. For me, a very important part of Atatürk is his secularism. And that's how he framed entire nation, how he framed entire republic to be secular. You can be religious, but keep it in your house. Keep it in your home. It should be your private thing. Yes, it should be my private thing, not throwing it to people, you know, like enforcing people to be religious. I think it should be private. And that's probably the best thing ever he achieved in his life. Until today, Turkey is a secular country. It's part of NATO. That's unbelievable, you know? So I hope his legacy will continue. How I feel about Atatürk? It makes me sometimes even goosebumps, you know? Because it's such a powerful person. And I think every nation deserves a leader like this. To change and put forward the nation, not backwards. Message to my Turkish friends and Turkish Republic, from me, from Poland. The most important, continue to be secular and separate religion from the state. I think every modern nation should be like that. Just don't go backwards. Just don't forget about him, simple. He's forever there.